In this lesson we're looking at using the knowledge of measurement, measuring the length of objects for you to solve everyday problems that you might come across. There are many jobs in the world that require people to use their knowledge of measurement to solve little scenarios they may come across in their occupations. So here are a few people who would be using measurement in their everyday work: surgeons, scientists, architects, builders, drapers, and farmers, just to name a few. So you're going to come across a few little problems and you're going to learn how to solve them, and obviously it's based on measuring the length of objects. Okay, here's some simple problems to look at using the metric measure of centimetres. So here I have my lolly snake and I'm going to measure it, and from head to tail I find out that my lolly snake is 10 centimetres long. And then I'm going to come along and I'm going to eat some of my lolly snake. Now I've eaten 3 centimetres of my lolly snake. I'm going to turn this into a problem now. I like to find out how much of my lolly snake I have left, the length of my lolly snake, which is left for me to eat. So this is a simple subtraction problem. I know this because I started with 10 centimetres. I've eaten 3 centimetres and I want to find out how much of my snake is left. What's the length of my snake that is left? So 10 take away 3. I know my rainbow facts and I know that's 7 centimetres that is left. Okay, another problem using lolly snakes. I'm going to work out how long 3 lolly snakes are if I join them together. What is the length of 3 lolly snakes? So I know one lolly snake is 10 centimetres long. That's the length of one. Okay, here's another lolly snake. It's the same length. It's 10 centimetres. And another one, it is 10 centimetres long. Now I could simply add up those lengths of those snakes, which is 10 plus 10 plus 10, which I know equals 30 centimetres. Or, because I want to do it quickly, I could use my multiplication facts. And I could say, well, that's 3 snakes which are 10 centimetres long each. And 3 times 10, I know, is 30 centimetres. So that's 2 simple problems that I've solved about measurement. Okay, a simple problem to solve now using the metric measure of metres. Here is a farm and the farmer has decided to create a new fenced off area for some lambs. So he wants to work out how much fencing he needs to buy. So he lines out or maps out his area with some string line, and he's decided he's going to create a rectangular shaped fenced off area. And now that he's got that set up, he's worked out that the length of each side of this paddock. So I've got 14 metres by 7 metres, 14 metres and 7 metres there. Now he wants to know the total area that he has mapped out for this special enclosure. So he needs to add up this side, this side, this side and this side to give him the total length of fencing that he needs. Okay, so this is a simple addition problem. So we're adding 14 metres to 7 metres to 14 metres to 7 metres. So we need to add that all together. So I know 14 add 7, that is 21. And then I've got 21 and I'm going to add that to 14, which is 35. And I'm going to add 35 to 7, and 35 add 7 is 42 metres. So that farmer needs to buy 42 metres of fencing to create this enclosure. Here I've got a multi-step problem to solve using measurement of length. And I've got Mark and Mindy here, and they've got their ice blocks. And they've measured their ice blocks, and their ice blocks are 24 centimetres in total length. And we set up a little bit of a challenge. So I gave them 10 seconds, and we wanted to see how much of their ice block they could eat in 10 seconds. So Mark had eaten, after 10 seconds, 10 centimetres of his ice block. Now Mindy had eaten a little bit more, and she had eaten 15 centimetres of her ice block. Okay, so now I'd like to find out how much each of them have left to eat of their ice blocks. And then, out of interest, my next step to that problem would be, what is the total of ice blocks left to eat? Total length of ice blocks left to eat. Okay, so let's start with the first step, finding out how much each of them have left to eat. So Mark started off with 24 centimetres of ice block. That was the total length he started with. Now, he ate 10 centimetres, so I'm going to take away 10 centimetres because that's how much he ate. And how much has he got left? 24 centimetres take away 10 centimetres, which equals 14 centimetres. That's how much he has left to eat. Now, Mindy, she too started off with 24 centimetres like Mark. However, she ate 15 centimetres of ice block. She had a bit more. So 24 take away 15 equals 9 centimetres. So she has 9 centimetres of ice block left to eat. So that is the first step in my problem that has been solved. Now I want to know the combined length of Mark and Mindy's ice block that is left to eat. So I would have to add Mark's amount that is left to eat to Mindy's amount that is left to eat to give me the combined length that is left for them to eat. So 14 centimetres, add 9 centimetres, which equals 23 centimetres. So therefore there is 23 centimetres of ice block left to eat. That was awesome, awesome problem solving. Now you might want to take that next step and give reasoning a go to challenge yourself a little bit further.